Come on in. I tried this last night. I was a little bit late. So I'm back. Hello, hello, hello. How are you today? You all, let's chat. Come on in. Let's talk about health and wellness and how to stay on track. Health and wellness and how to stay on track. One way you can stay on track with your wellness goals, health and wellness, how you can stay on track. Yes, how are you today? You all, hope that you all have been doing well. We're going to talk about meal prepping today. Meal prep. It is one of the best ways that you can stay on track with your goals. It is one of the best ways you can stay on track with your goals, and ways that you can, if you're trying to lose weight, if you are trying to become healthy, one of the best ways you can do that as far as what you can do is meal prep. Meal prep for beginners, meal prep for advanced, whoever. Meal prep will help you, first of all, because if you meal prep, then you don't just grab anything. You don't grab anything out of the refrigerator. You don't just start eating. You know how we have this thing with the snacking. Okay, meal prep will help you with the snacking also. If you already have something ready that you can grab and that you can eat, right? Blessings, blessings. You already have something you can grab and eat, things that you like, okay? The best thing you can meal prep is stuff you know you like that you can substitute for the unhealthy choices, okay? Take those unhealthy choices and just swap them out. And then stock your refrigerator with those things, stock your pantry with those things. Um, Instead of buying all the snacks, I got a whole shelf of snacks, y'all. But I gotta stop, okay? I have a little bit of self control with it, but still, if we want to get on track and hello, hello, if you want to stay on track, rather, not get on tracks, if you want to stay on track, meal prepping is one thing you can do. Meal prep your proteins, protein rich foods. Protein is one great way to help you lose weight, to help you build strong strength in your body, and help you. And it doesn't have to be protein from meat sources. Hello, hello. It can be protein from plant sources, okay, whatever, whichever way you eat. Some of the proteins for meat is chicken, ground turkey, beans, some of the best proteins you can have. Even fish is a good protein. Some of the best grain proteins, brown rice, okay, quinoa, and or pasta. Okay, you all, I use, instead of using regular pasta now, I use chickpea pasta. That's a great source of protein. Plus, the carbs don't make things spiral out of control. Okay, do nice healthy swaps. Okay, you all, thank you for watching. Come on in, click that like button. Let's talk about it, okay? Let's talk about meal prep. Do you meal prep? And what do you like to meal prep? All right. Also, something else you can put in your meals for your meal prep: vegetables. Vegetables, your broccoli, bell peppers, carrots, things that roast, that you can roast well. Roasted vegetables are so good for you, okay? Roasted vegetables are really good. So if you have in your meal preps, if you have protein, a grain, and a vegetable, that will help you, okay? That will most definitely help you to have that nice meal ready. And then you can meal prep snacks. You can meal prep some vegetables. Say those little containers. If you have the little containers that you can put in the refrigerator, the stackables, you can put celery in something, celery with whatever sauce or dip you like. You can put the fresh broccoli, cauliflower. You can put carrots. You can put, what else is a good one? Apple slices. Put those in the little cups. Now, when you get to where you want a snack, go grab one of those. Once you start eating the healthy things whenever you're hungry, it will help keep you from snacking on junk food, chips, and all of that. Okay, but when you food prep, another thing you can do is start small. Start small. Prep just for lunches or dinners, or 3 days instead of a full week. Okay, just start small. If you want to start with, okay, say today is Sunday, so you got Monday through Friday, right? Or the work week, usual work week. If you food prep for Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, right? Go ahead and prep you a couple of plates for the next 3 days, for lunch or dinner, or whatever is your main meal. Prep for those days. The time that you feel like you get the hungriest. Okay, for me, I usually get hungry at lunchtime. At lunchtime or a little bit after lunch. So if I food prep my lunches and I do a nice plate, hello, hello, thank you, and do a nice plate, then when I get hungry, that is that gives me the least amount of time to think about grabbing a snack. Because, okay, I got a meal prep waiting on me. I just go grab my plate and have it right there. Another thing that is helpful when you are trying to lose weight and you're using food prep, one of the best things you can do is be careful what you buy. Be careful what you buy at the grocery store. You all, because sometimes we stock up with junk. We used to it. Our mom did it. My mom did it. My mom used to have so many snacks stacked up in the refrigerator, in the cupboard, in the it was full of junk, okay? And when I was younger, I used to sneak and eat that stuff. And got older, and it was just norm, okay? When I got older, it was like, okay, stack up, get them snacks. Even I went to the store the other day, and I had my grandbabies. So when you got your grandbabies, you want to stock up with junk. Okay, I bought cookies, I bought chips, stuff like that, because they love that stuff. So we have to be careful when we do that, because we have those things at our access. But if we're trying to lose weight, and if we don't have that self control, okay, if we don't have that that in us, where we're gonna be like, no, not for me. That's for the kids. You know what I'm saying? If we don't, we're gonna be snacking, okay? And so with food prep, all we have to do is make sure we have some carrots. This is one thing I like to do: carrots, okay? Carrots mimic my crunch for the chips. Say, I love chips, okay? I'm a chip girl. I have loved chips since I was a little girl. And so now, if I want to substitute, I use carrots. I use carrots, crunchy, the crunchy carrots, and get me a nice dipping sauce. Sometimes I do celery. Hello, hello. Sometimes I do celery. Celery with a little peanut butter. You know, they used to, I heard that a long time ago, but I was like, ew, not celery and peanut butter. But I tried it one day and I thought it was really good. Okay, so try your celery, your carrots. I love roasted vegetables. Now, if I can just throw me in some from roasted vegetables at the beginning of the week and have them at my disposal, I would snack on those. I would snack on those totally. So you think about the things that you like to snack on. What do you like to eat? And those are the things that you should food prep, that you should have available for you whenever you get hungry. That way you have the least opportunity to grab whatever. Okay, and then when you cook, another step, I'm getting back on it, okay? When you cook in bulk, okay? Cook in bulk. Make a large pot of grain like the quinoa. Well, not quinoa, y'all. Quinoa goes bad really fast, okay? And rice. Rice goes bad fast too. Don't cook too much of that. Don't cook too much of that. Now, pasta, on the other hand, it lasts a little bit longer. Okay, but cook in bulk. Your vegetables, you can cook your vegetables in bulk. Your excuse me, those vegetables, those roasted vegetables, and then if you like chickpea chickpea chips. If you ever made the chickpea chips, if I have never made them yet, I have tasted them. I tried to switch them out for my potato chips. You know, do healthy switch options. I mean, quick switch options that try some different things to see if you would like it. You know what I'm saying? If you would like it and if it would be a good swap out for you. Okay, like for chips and all right, or for chocolate, you know what you could swap it out for? For chocolate, you could swap it out for protein shakes. Okay, make you some protein milk shakes. Make you some. You know they have the big old tubs. I put it in my coffee. I put the chocolate protein, the chocolate decadence, and it tastes so good. It really helps to not be craving chocolates and eating sweets, okay? Because you already have that option in there. Okay? And then the next thing you could do, cool your food before you seal it. Okay? When you put your food in the refrigerator cool, it keeps it from getting soggy. I think it keeps it from going bad quicker, okay? Because a lot of times, if you take your food right out the pot and put it straight in the refrigerator, a lot of times it causes your food to go bad quicker. Okay? It causes your food to go bad quicker. All right, and then your sauces. Keep your sauces separate when you food prep. Keep them separate. Don't put them in with your food because it'll wet it all up. Pack your salad dressings, your condiments, and separate little cups. Ready to eat. Okay, ready to eat cups. And yeah. So that is some beginner tips for food prep and preparing your meals and getting ready to. I'm going to post a video about it, about food prep also. But I just wanted to come on here and talk a little bit about food prep and for weight loss. There's some other things you can do if you're trying to lose weight. If you're trying to lose weight, So I would say I could come on here another day and talk about food meal prep for beginners who are trying to lose weight. But for now, I'm just going to give you this and tell you that meal prep works because it keeps you in calorie deficient. Okay, without depending on cooking. Okay, complicated cooking every day. Cooking every day is not everybody cooking every day is not the thing for everybody. Okay, because you know what cooking every day does? A lot of times when you have to cook every day, those days that you don't feel like cooking, we normally and naturally reach for fast food. And fast food is not good if you're trying to lose weight. If you're trying to lose weight, fast food is not the thing. It has all kinds of things in it, you know, and it's not always good for you. Okay, so your strategy for losing weight and meal prepping is one lean protein, one complex carb, plus 1 cup of vegetables. You notice I didn't say bread, but I have a healthy swap. I have a healthy swap because I love bread. Okay? I love bread. Bread is one of those things that I really, really love. So, my healthy swap for bread is grain and seed bread. Okay? And it still tastes delicious. Okay? Grain and seed bread tastes really good, okay? But not even, you wouldn't even think it, but it tastes good. And it's good for you. Okay, it's so much better for you than the white bread, and it's a good healthy swap. I'm not going to tell you to eat a whole loaf in one day. No, I'm not going to say that, but grain and seed bread is good and it's a nice healthy swap. And then they have like the grain English muffins. They have the grain English muffins. They have, just look for the grain breads when you go to the store. The grain breads. Now, some of them you may have to look at the ingredients and make sure that they don't put a lot of sugar in it. Now I stick by looking at those ingredients because ingredients sometimes have things in there that's not good for you. Okay, so you have to begin to figure out what it is that you don't need to eat. Okay, maltodextrin is one. All right, steer clear from maltodextrin and is it ap blah, I don't know how to say it. Asuflame, and it's the other one, the one that it starts with an A. I forgot the name of it, Lord. So I'll think about it. But I'll put together something for y'all so y'all can have that information at your disposal, because we have to begin to look at what we're putting into our bodies. They a lot of prepackaged food has things in it that's not good, that's not healthy for you at all. You know what I'm saying? So we have to be careful what we're eating. But remember, when you're trying to lose weight, one lean protein, chicken, fish, okay? Lean protein, one complex carb, and 1 cup of vegetables. All right. See me, I lean mostly towards, for my protein, I do plant protein myself most of the time. But I do like chicken, I do like fish. I mean, I like meat, but I don't really eat that much meat. I do like vegan meats, okay? Not vegan but vegetarian, plant-based meats, okay? Because I just steer towards those. That's the way I eat now. Um and fish sometimes is allergic type, one of them things that break me out. Even though I love fish, okay? So you all, we have to, that's another thing that when we're trying to eat right, eat for our health and lose weight, eat things that we know we can eat. You know what I'm saying? Certain foods we eat, it'll make us sick, okay? Like beef for me. Beef. I cannot eat beef every day. I cannot eat beef every day. I don't know why. I cannot eat pork, okay, because pork gives me a headache. It makes me sick. I don't eat it. Okay, I chose not to eat that a long time ago. And beef, I stop eating that daily. You know how sometimes we make a big pot of spaghetti, okay, a big pot of spaghetti, and then you eat some every day. I used to do that, and then I noticed that when I used beef, I got sick. By the time I got through with a whole week, I started feeling my body, and my body was not well. So I cut it off. I stopped eating it. And that's when I started eating the plant based protein and chicken, ground chicken, they have ground turkey, they have ground chicken. Those are two substitutes for the beef, for the red meat. Ground turkey, ground chicken, and then for plant based, they have the TVP. That's what I use mostly. Is TVP. It's like a dried soy, dried soy, and they use it to make ground beef and use it for different other things too. I use mine for everything. Anything supposed to be ground, I'm using TVP. If I want beef stew, I use soy chunks now, okay? And you can't even taste the difference, okay? You really cannot. You really cannot. The only difference that you might be able to taste, it might have a little bit more water in it. You know what I'm saying? Um, but if you put it in a good sauce, it's going to be delicious and you're not going to even pay attention. Okay? But that's pretty much it for the meal prepping for now. We'll talk more about losing weight and healthy options on another day. I just wanted to come in and talk to you all a little bit about something practical. And I think food prep is one of the best things we can do if we're trying to live. If we're trying to be healthy and if we're trying to lose weight. And I do have a presentation I'm going to share once I get done with it, and it'll have some more information. All right. So you all feel free, please tap that like button, hit like, share, subscribe, and type in the comments hello and what you like to do. What do you like to do for food prep? What do you like to eat? What healthy things do you like to eat? All right. So you all, if nobody has anything to say tonight, I'm gonna get ready to go. I just wanted to pop in. And if you all want me to keep doing those mindful moments, let me know. I may do a mindful moment for a reel tonight and just post it and see how that does. All right, instead of the live, and then I'll just come on with practical tips and things like that for wellness for a daily live. I want to start trying to come daily again, at least 5 days a week. I want to start popping in here and talking when I can. Okay, you all, I try my best to stay on it. I do. I do, but when I can, I will pop in and try to do a live, even if it's 10 minutes for every day, 5 days a week. Okay, so I hope to see you tomorrow, and God bless you. Bye bye, and I talk to you soon. All right, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Be looking out for my presentation. It'll come out soon. All right. God bless. It's getting stuck again like last night. This thing got stuck last night. Well, I Not get out of here. I had to keep on hitting end and it still didn't never end. Oh my goodness. It did that last night. Hello, hello. I don't know. It's acting up again. Maybe it's this phone. I don't know why it's doing that. I can't get it to stop. It's already. I don't know why it's not ending. It don't want to do it. Hello, hello. I don't know. It does not want to end. I'm gonna have to shut it down like I did last night because it's not doing it. It's really not. I don't know why. Why is not ending?